I'm Blinky de Leon, but people know me as Blinky. A lot of people are wondering why it's like so far-fetched from the Carol and Blinky. So it has been my nickname since I was young. My mom used to call me that name because it so happened when you tell a child to show your beautiful eyes, I just like showing it off for some reason. So I like blinking a lot. And since then, it has been my nickname and people call me that. Even on TV, they prefer Blinky as well. I've been a TV host. I used to host a lifestyle show called Mag TV Na. And since then, I became an event host. I'm also a formator. I'm a teacher at Ateneo de Cebu, Sacred Heart School. And I also have my own workshop development school. I founded this school called SELFi, or Self-Esteem Learning Formation Institute. So we focus on developing the self-esteem of individuals. So we cater it to kids and teens, even adults. We even have moms, as a matter of fact. We focus on different talent-based programs in order to assist or guide our students to become the self that they've always wanted to be. Instead of saying personality development, we use modeling as a platform, but it already comprises to personality development, self-esteem enhancement. So everything, all of which to enhance the self-esteem of an individual. It all started when I was already exposed in the industry, in the entertainment industry. I found myself learning the hard way because as I go through the process, I had zero background with what I was doing at the time. And then eventually, I kind of got a hold of it and I really honed the skill my way. From then on, I got invitations from different institutions, big schools here in Cebu to talk on how I became confident. So from there, I took inspiration from that because I saw the need. There's a need for people to know how I got that confidence in me. It turned out to be like a great platform for me to also be an inspiration, an influence for some sort. And then I see a lot of my audience have that eagerness in them to also learn more. And so I was thinking, it gave me an aha moment. Why don't I, open up a school? Because in Cebu, there wasn't much as well in terms of like a place or a venue where all those experts who knows those kinds of field in terms of helping individuals boost their confidence, and all those who also need that will come together in my studio or in SELFi. So that's how I wanted it to picture out. I have discovered that confidence is not just about already knowing something. Self-confidence is self-belief. So regardless if the skill is not yet being honed by the person, if you're confident that you can attain that, then that's how you start it. When I did an audition, going back to how I started with hosting, that was really the eye-opener to me. Oh my gosh, I got this platform, this show, even if I did not have any experience of hosting at all. So it's an eye-opener for everyone actually out there. To all my students, I always use that story that you don't need to have that yet because everything, all skills can be taught. That's where I always drive at and tell my students, you will never know unless you try. And I was always that kind of person. And I always tell them, you have to be open-minded to possibilities because opportunities will not come knocking at your door. You have to always chase them. So yeah, every time I tell them that, confidence is not about already knowing those skills. You have to be confident that you can learn something. There's a lot of great advantages with the social media presence. With the social media being as the ultimate platform, it's a lot more convenient now to express yourself, to express your talent, who you are, and to present it in a creative manner. And people tend to discover you easily nowadays. Although on the downside of it is because it takes a lot of bravery to really share who you are, because you're also a subject for bullying, right? And it's also hard for them to find their identity because everyone is already doing it, right? And you tend to compare yourself a lot. Oh, they're doing so well. What's wrong with me? And all that. But one thing that I've learned in this industry is really just have to freely express who you are, but then do it with a purpose, because you want them to be inspired by you. So focus on why you're doing it as well. And from there, it's going to be your personal journey, and you'll have a strong foundation, and everything else will just be a noise. I'm really motivated to do more of what I'm currently doing because it's really transformative. And I see the transition of my students from being very shy, and then they become like this beautiful butterfly. They really blossom. And it makes me so happy looking at them when they perform. They come out of their shell. I see a lot of them progressing. And their growth didn't end there. It was like a stepping stone for them to achieve more out of life. And it makes me so happy looking at them becoming the self they've always wanted to be, which is my ultimate mission. And I wake up each day having that sense of purpose. So I get motivated by all of my students. For me, there are so many ways to be confident, but I can trim it down to 3 important qualities that a person must have in order to attain self-confidence. 1, you should have the mindset of open-mindedness. Be open to criticisms. It's very important because not all the time you're looking at yourself. Some people sees that in you that you have to work on or improve on. And when they say that right in front of you, that means they care for you. You should not take it against them or even against yourself. You have to even, thank them, because that means they want the best out of you. They want you to learn and they want you to grow. Second is to always be excited to try new things, because for me, you cannot know yourself more if you don't know how to challenge yourself. If you are stuck in that comfort zone the whole time, if you don't go out of your box, you have to really go out there and explore something that you haven't done before. The most important value from trying or experiencing something new is the lesson that you take from it. And lastly, your talent can put you up there, but it's really your attitude that keeps you where you are. So if you want to maintain your career or in whatever field you are in, you have to always be professional. You have to be one with the team. Be there with a purpose. Do it in a way that you have an intention to really do your job in such a manner that it is well done. That's why I always tell my students, if you're part of a photo shoot, for instance, don't disregard the makeup artists, because you'll never know. All those people that you meet can link you. They can also be your network to also open other doors of opportunities for you. They can recommend you because of your attitude, because no one's ever gonna hire someone just because of their look. I would prefer or hang out with someone who has that good personality and good attitude, because at the end of the day, it is who you are that is really important, not just what you are. Every day, every time you wake up, you're always faced with so much challenges, and everywhere there's so much negativity, so many factors that can give you negative thoughts, right? But then I always see to it that I hold on to that positivity in me, and I always look forward to self-discovery, because every day for me is an opportunity for growth. But then again, not all people are willing to take that growth, because growth entails pain. it's really part of the process. You have to go through it. There's no other way for you to really discover more about yourself, learn more about life, learn more about your capabilities, except by facing that challenge. So, with that said, you have to really be comfortable with the uncomfortable things out of life, because the reward comes right after. You'll see more of life, you become more excited, you become more driven. So I always live by this saying, kung mag-uwaw-uwaw ka, wala kay kapadulngan. But kung magpabaga kag nang, layo kag maabtan. Di ba? Thank you so much, everyone, for watching this episode, Mastermind. Always remember, you are your own master. And if you master self-confidence, you can master everything. It all starts with the mind. If you need extra help, though, feel free to message me or just follow our Facebook page at SELFi. You can enroll yourself there and be updated on our latest workshop offerings. On Facebook, it's at SELFi 2014, because that's the year when we started, or at Instagram at Self Institute. Or you can also check out my own personal account that's at Blinky_de Leon. Daghang salamat!